Welcome to Whips in the Dungeon 101.15. Today we're going to talk about crackers or poppers. The cracker is the very end of the whip that takes all the wear and tear when the crack actually happens. We're going to first look at signal whip crackers. A signal whip cracker is finished by plaiting into the end of the thong, and typically whip makers will make them out of a black nylon or a black carpet type thread. You'll see that there's an overhand knot, and then the fluff, as you're using the whip and the fluff wears out, this cracker's made where if you come up about an inch or inch and a half, there'll be another overhand knot, so you could snip this knot and let this part of the cracker unravel and you have more fluff. And the cracker's again finished with another overhand knot. So again, as the cracker wears, you can snip the knot, let more unravel, and then eventually you run out of cracker and you have to send that whip back to a whip maker to plait a new cracker in. Or if you're crafty enough, you can do one yourself. In a future video, I'm going to show you how to modify that cracker where you can put one on that you can change out yourself. When you order a snake or a bullwhip, typically the whip maker is going to put a twisted cracker on. This one's made out of baling twine, and in more recent times, baling twine's been made out of poly. So this is a poly baling twine cracker. Great for sport cracking, not very great for putting in the dungeon. The other kind of industry standard among whip makers is again that black cracker twisted with an overhand knot that's made out of black nylon or black carpet thread. But twisted crackers come in all different colors. You can get mason line in a variety of fluorescents. That's twisted, finished with an overhand knot. Here's a yellow one. You can find green fluorescent ones. I like the yellow and orange fluorescent outdoors. Indoors in a dungeon, in a dark dungeon, black is almost impossible to see. And I don't find the yellow and the orange as easy to see under dungeon lighting. I actually prefer a white cracker in a dungeon because white shows up in a dark room pretty well as if there's any black light in the room, white shows up really well. Another material that's kind of popular among some whip crackers is Kevlar. Kevlar is fire resistant, and you'll see people that are throwing fire whips are using Kevlar crackers. And then another popular cracker material is dyneema. Dyneema you'll find in compound bow applications where it's used for bowstring. It's very durable, makes a nice loud clean crack, but all of these twisted crackers will tend to leave a mark, especially if you hit the bottom with the overhand knot. You're going to leave a dot on your whip catcher. This particular twisted cracker is made out of horsehair. Horsehair is going to be very stingy. It tends to also leave fibers in the skin, so you have to be careful when you're using horsehair. This particular cracker is made out of a material that you could find, say, at a Sally's or a Michael's craft store, and they stitched a loop in it. It makes a real singing sound when it goes through the air, but it will also leave a mark. Mason line is my favorite cracker material, and mason line comes in three different ways. This mason line is braided, and a single strand of braided mason line will easily leave a mark. Twisted mason line comes in two sizes, number 18 and number 32. Number 18 is going to be smaller and narrower, and number 32 is going to be thicker and fluffier and of course thuddier, a little bit thuddier when you use it. This particular cracker is a Sally cracker, and later on in our video series we're going to show you specifically how to make Sally crackers. This last cracker I'm going to show you was made by Mike Murphy, and again it's made for a snake or a bullwhip, but it's built like a signal cracker in that it's a plaited cracker with a knot. As you wear that cracker out, you snip it and let this unravel, and so on as you move up the cracker. That's a specialty cracker that Mike made for a while. My favorites are the Sally crackers. They're deconstructed and reconstructed mason line, and again, we're going to show you in a later video. Tomorrow, we're going to show you how to tie a cracker onto a whip. There's several different methods for doing it, and today's keyword is snake whip.